Hello crafty friends and welcome back. Today I'm playing along with May I Scrap Lift You. I believe today is day 11. We are scrap lifting Briana Spores, who is also celebrating her 1,000 subscriber video hop for her YouTube channel. So congratulations to her. And I did show you there the layout that I am scrap lifting from Briana today. And I am documenting another heritage photo of my dad and his siblings. So you can kind of see the picture up there in the upper right hand corner. And I am using a collection I've had for a couple years, and I've used it off and on since I purchased it. It is from Simple Stories, and I believe it was called The Essentials. And I specifically purchased it to use with a lot of these heritage photos. So I am getting more of it used up here today. So this piece here, I had previously used some of it for a layout, actually for my grandson, where I had cut out that one. Here I'm using just a scrap piece of that. And as you can see on that ticket paper, there is a W. And my dad's last name started with a W. So I wanted to make sure that I could see that when the layout was finished, especially the one that was upright, I guess, reading it in the right direction and not sideways like the one on the left hand side. So I do intentionally put that piece of paper more to the center rather than to the side of the layout like Briana's layout had. And so here I do use this scrap piece of gray paper with the letters on it to map my photo. And as you can tell, or may not know if you're new here, that typically I work on a glass mat, but here I'm using the Tim Holtz travel mat, and I am actually at a weekend crop and had a chance to scrap with about 140 other scrappy ladies at a local hotel where it was hosted by my local scrapbook store, and we have a lot of fun. So the lighting actually wasn't too bad for this video. I do have a couple videos where I don't know what was different about the lighting for that particular one, but it was a little off from what my layouts usually look like. So here I did use on the back of, or the background, a cream colored piece of this same paper line. It basically has some distress items on the back. And I did use a scrap piece from the 6x8 paper pad for those pieces on the side. And so here I'm getting the main piece put on my background here, making sure everything's straight. And then I am going to start sorting through the embellishments that I have, and I do stick to just the items from this collection. And and for some reason, I can't remember if this is the one where I could only find 3 of the corners, and it actually worked out because the 4th one gets covered up by something, and so probably randomly I will find this single corner that I will have to figure out what to do with, but for now I used the 3 that I could find and made it work. And as you can see that tag at the very bottom that now has now and forever, there was something else on that, and I actually turned it upside down because it worked better for the jagged torn like edge of the ephemera. And so that was why I put that now and forever over the top, so it would cover up the upside down part of what was printed on that tag. And so I did cut out this part, most of this part, but when I was picking out my title, this is a super old Thickers alphabet, and I really didn't have a lot of letters left, but somehow I still had two S's, and I believe I turned a P upside down to make the B. And the L, I had to cut off the straight edge of a K. The N might actually be a U, and I believe both I's were actually J's that I cut off the hook. So after this, I do not have a whole lot of words that I think I can make with this alphabet. So we'll have to see what I decide to do with it, if I'm going to keep it or possibly toss it. So we will see what I do with that, or somehow make a layout with just a scramble of letters. And so here I'm just kind of layering everything up and getting everything put on. Basically the last piece is going to be adding these hearts. I do put some foam pieces behind two of them, and that is pretty much going to wrap it up. That I am eventually going to put my dad's siblings' names on that blank clipboard there on the right hand side, and I just didn't want to include that on the video at this point. So, oh yeah, I do have this last embellishment cluster that I put up here at the top as well. So I am going to have some close-up shots here coming up of my finished layout. You will see that I do end up putting some enamel dots on once I got home, and these I will share on Instagram as well as on Pinterest. And if you have any questions for me, leave those down below. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here, hit that subscription button. And congratulations to Briana, and thanks for stopping by.